This is Betsy Bates for Global Medical News Network, reporting from a Developmental Audit seminar sponsored by Reclaiming Youth International. Set in the beautiful Spearfish Canyon of South Dakota, the workshop trains professionals in using the Circle of Courage drawn from Lakota Sioux teachings to assess children's emotional health. I spoke with Dr. Larry Brendtro, president of the Circle of Courage Institute. Can you tell me how the Circle of Courage helps us form a structure to assessing the child's current development?
In any culture of the world, there are some universals, and these universal principles are probably related to the structure of the human brain. And all young people need secure belongings. We build those in our earliest attachment. They need then mastery to achieve and accomplish and learn. They then need to develop increasingly independence, self-control, making their own decisions, and finally then, in contributing to others, they need a spirit of generosity and altruism. So belonging, mastery, independence, generosity are these inalienable kinds of needs that young people have. In a sense, those are the vital signs of positive youth development. And when we're dealing with a troubled youth, very often we're dealing with a circle that's been broken in one or more of those areas.
The developmental assessment evaluates all points on a child's circle, looking for strengths and ways that it could be made whole. I spoke about this with pediatrician Paula Duncan of the University of Vermont, who attended the workshops. Tell me how the lessons that you've been learning in the Circle of Courage workshops might inform developmental surveillance techniques that pediatricians are using to evaluate how children 8 years old and up are doing on meeting their needs.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I think it's actually a pretty good match. I think that one of the things that pediatricians, family medicine physicians, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, the people that really see kids in the office, they have a very short time, but they have a really strong commitment to making sure that they see that kids are developing in a healthy way, physically, but also emotionally. And that's really where the Circle of Courage comes in, because it gives us 4 concepts, 4 words that really people can understand, parents can understand, young people can understand, as well as primary care people can understand, that really capture the things that kids are trying to accomplish, the things that kids are trying to say yes to. So I think that having belonging and that you have relationships both with adults, with your family, with peers, mastery that you're getting good at things. The traditional one obviously that we look for is school performance, but also other things. What else do you love to do? What other things are you really good at? And are you getting a chance and an opportunity to really control your behavior, learn how to be in charge of your behavior and make good decisions? In terms of independent decision making, obviously that's a really good marker for the autonomy that kids need to be developing, and then generosity. Generosity is a little bit one of the new ones that we really just started to think about a little bit differently. So does this young person have an opportunity to do things for other people? Are they given that as one of the things that's part of their life? And really think about being empathetic, understanding, being able to put themselves in somebody else's shoes.
This is Betsy Bates with Global Medical News Network.